Get ready for breaking news. Gemini stock just surged as the Winklevoss Fund secured a massive $100 million investment from the Winklevoss brothers. We dive deep into how this huge capital injection is reshaping the future of this crypto giant and what it means for investors right now. Complex tasks. And finally, we look at the broader ecosystem shift. Learn how Google is expanding Gemini's third-party integrations, with new partnerships rumored for apps like Canva and Instacart, showing Gemini evolving into a true digital assistant. Stay with us for the full story. Gemini stock experienced a sharp surge following the announcement that the crypto exchange secured a substantial $100 million capital injection from the Winklevoss Fund. The fund, managed by the Winklevoss brothers who co-founded Gemini, invested in the company by purchasing shares at $14 each, with the payment made in Bitcoin. This positive news coincided with Gemini's recent first-quarter earnings update, leading to a 6% jump in the stock price on Friday, pushing the one-week gain to nearly 11%. The earnings report provided a mixed picture. CEO Tyler Winklevoss explicitly stated the rationale behind the investment, asserting, "We believe the market has significantly undervalued Gemini." Despite the recent positive momentum, Gemini stock remains significantly depressed from its public debut. The company went public in September 2025 at a 52-week high of $45.89, closing the previous Friday at just $5.58. This decline reflects a challenging period for the company, marked by executive departures, a retreat from international markets, and a class action lawsuit alleging misleading statements made to IPO investors. The $100 million investment provides Gemini with necessary runway, but significant questions persist regarding the company's ability to generate stable revenue streams amidst fluctuating crypto market prices, a critical challenge for many publicly traded crypto firms. Analysts are now focusing on whether this capital infusion signals a genuine turnaround. Investors will need to observe sustained positive performance across multiple quarters before considering the stock a recovery. For investors seeking deeper analysis, tools are available that allow users to estimate a company's fair value instantly. These tools utilize analysts' consensus estimates to calculate potential share prices and returns under bull, base, and bear scenarios, helping users quickly gauge whether a stock appears undervalued or overvalued. A recent analysis from the Economic Times explores the emotional and mental impact of the Gemini season across different zodiac signs. Beyond personal introspection, the report touches upon several pressing economic and geopolitical issues currently dominating the news cycle. Key topics discussed include the uncertainty surrounding the NSE colocation case and whether the CBI investigation is hitting a dead end. Furthermore, the report examines the potential vulnerability of the Indian aviation sector to becoming the next target following potential Trump tariffs. Geopolitical instability is also highlighted, noting that the impact of the Iran war could trigger further increases in oil prices, adding pressure on consumers. In the realm of technology and investment, the piece questions the potential for Gift City to create opportunities for Indians interested in Korea and Taiwan, alongside observing a significant rally in the artificial intelligence sector. On a more personal economic note, the report touches upon the shifting focus of figures like Sanjeev Bikhchandani, who appears to be prioritizing investments in Zomato over traditional job-centric roles. Finally, the content concludes with actionable investment advice, presenting a list of 10 mid- and small-cap stocks that analysts suggest might be worthwhile holding onto in the current market environment. Android phone owners are facing potential limitations regarding access to Google's new Gemini intelligence features due to stringent new hardware requirements. Reports indicate that the advanced capabilities of Gemini, which includes agentic powers and custom widget creation, may be restricted to only the latest, most powerful devices. Details provided by Google reveal that utilizing the latest Android features powered by Gemini intelligence demands a high-end specification, including a flagship chip, 12 GB or more of RAM, and specific AI Core and Nano V3 models. This hardware barrier means that users with older or lower-powered phones may be unable to access the most exciting new features of Android 17 and Gemini. This revelation suggests that the hardware demands for this level of AI processing are higher than initially anticipated, potentially explaining Google's focus on Neural Processing Unit, NPU, power over raw compute. The Gemini intelligence page explicitly states that features are only available on devices with the most advanced capabilities and specifications, listing requirements such as specific chip models, top-level media performance, and a minimum of 5 OS and 6 security updates. Currently, support for the required Nano V3 models is limited to the newest flagship devices, such as the Pixel 10 and Samsung Galaxy S26. This raises concerns that phones only 1 year old might be excluded, or that older devices will require significant, potentially unsupported, modifications to run the necessary AI components. While these requirements currently exclude many recent devices, analysts suggest this could be a strategic move by Google to encourage longer support across the entire Android ecosystem, or it may reflect a reluctance to support devices with minimal software longevity. As Google prepares to reveal more details at Google I/O, the current outlook suggests that access to the full suite of Gemini intelligence features will likely be reserved for users with flagship phones released in 2025 or later. Google is accelerating the evolution of its Gemini AI, introducing a new thinking level feature that grants users more control over the depth of the AI's reasoning before generating a response. This development, reportedly seen through leaks ahead of Google I/O 2026, suggests a strategic move to balance speed and complex analysis in the Gemini application. According to a report from 9 to 5 Google, users are beginning to spot a new thinking level option within Gemini's existing model picker, which currently includes choices like Fast, Thinking, Pro, and Google AI+. This new control appears specifically when selecting the Fast model, Gemini 3 Flash, or Gemini 3.1 Pro with Thinking enabled. Currently, the feature's rollout is noted as extremely limited. This functionality mirrors controls already available in Google AI Studio, where users can select low, medium, and high reasoning levels. Integrating this flexibility directly into the main Gemini app is viewed as a crucial step, addressing the demand for tailored responses, allowing users to choose between a quick answer and a deep, thorough analysis, preventing the model from overanalyzing simple requests. Beyond internal refinements, Google is also expanding Gemini's ecosystem of third-party integrations. While current connections include services like GitHub, OpenStax, Spotify, and WhatsApp, support documentation indicates that integrations for Canva, Instacart, and OpenTable are forthcoming. This expansion signals Google's push to transform Gemini from a sophisticated chatbot into a true digital assistant capable of performing actions across various applications and services. Overall, Gemini's current trajectory points toward an evolution focused less on purely smarter answers and more on quietly managing aspects of users' digital lives in the background, aiming for seamless functionality without adding unnecessary complexity.